Hello guys and welcome back to Sam and Max. So as you can see, I'm just in the start screen for now because I've done a little bit of research on the third one. Just a tiny bit. What I've come up with is you can't save. Because I loaded it up before to make sure it was all there. And it comes up with these three. If you go back to the other ones, you'll have new game, load game, save, help and settings, and quit. So I was curious to why the load and save one wasn't there. Yeah, you can't save throughout this game. So this is going to be done in one sitting, spread out through a couple of episodes, hopefully. Probably the same as before, like 4, 5, possibly 6 episodes, depending on my brain. So, let's start. Oh, if you didn't watch the last one, guys, and you're jumping straight in here, we've lost the brain. Do you want to start a new game? Yes, I do. I have no choice. Oh, that's a thing beforehand. Before anything else, why that's just making a noise, it's just reminded me. Because I'm a dodo. I like my hearing. That should be better. Wonder what's gonna happen. Don't know what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I've missed playing this. I haven't played it in a couple of weeks. There's another thing I just want to look into because there are more Sam and Max games out there. I basically got Devil's Playhouse really cheap, that's why I'm playing it. Sam and Max, the Devil's Playhouse. Gotta love that. Just the opening itself is brilliant. So it's loading. It's loading. It's taking its sweet time. I think it's froze a little. Gotta love it when it freezes.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control?
No.
Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Max? Little buddy? No. 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 No!
What happened?
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know. 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then bam! Out went the lights.
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Okay. Oh, so this is completely new. So, stolen from the desk of Flint Paper. Try interrupting the suspect's story with a question or a threat.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinct...
You lied! Why are you lying?
We're not lying! Someone snuck up on us and knocked us out!
How do you think we wound up on the floor like that?
Okay. What else can you tell me?
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
I watch a lot of like CSI and that lot. They're hearing that yeah, okay, that's kind of normally blah blah blah. So when a suspect normally goes they're stalling for time to think of something. I know I do it in some of my episodes because I'm useless at speaking.
Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get them.
Fair enough. So sometimes info from one suspect will help you break another. Remember to interrupt at the right time to get the info you need. Good luck.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
Now I know for a fact Max has died a couple of times. He now has a second mouth on his head. Oh, that's bad, that's just me.
General Skunk Ape. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General MattP since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional Are you trying to threaten me with that?
Maybe.
You are aware that my ultra-dense space gorilla hide renders me impervious to your puny earth bullets, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Where were we?
Since MattP's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a science spinner. It's a very fulfilling low-temperature...
You can't reevaluate your way out of fate, chump. We're all headed for a pine box and a boilerplate eulogy. And you can't change that any more than a tiger can change his pants.
You possess a very depressing worldview.
It comes with the territory when someone cuts out your partner's brain.
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems...
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Veni and Vidi in the Latin Quarter.
This is slightly weird. I have no idea what to do.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in the city.
Okay, this has completely thrown me off. Found the rat.
Hey, rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring...
Skip it!
I was almost done helping the guy, see? When BAM! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from...
Tell me more.
A brain? Was it Max's?
How should I know? All I know, it was a brain in a jar, and that crazy space gorilla was holding on to it like it was his best friend in the world. So anyways, I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling. That's all I know. I don't know no more.
Jane.
One more time. What do you know about my partner's brain?
It's like I was telling you. I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnacks.
And then what?
I was almost done helping the guy, see? When BAM! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jack...
A brain? Was it Max's?
How should I know? All I know, it was a brain in a jar, and that crazy space gorilla was holding on to it like it was his best friend in the world. So anyways, I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took your buddy's brain. No fooling. That's all I know. I don't know no more.
Let's go through it again. I think I'm missing something because you mentioned a tourist.
One more time. What do you know about
See
my
where we sent
partner's
the
brain?
tourist?
It's like I was telling you. I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles.
Directions where?
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that way, about 2 miles.
Frankie the rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
This is the tourist.
Oh! Ah!
The hell?
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown! How thrilling!
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
That dirty lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an ödeler Spukenfreundle.
Ultra super colored what now?
A Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. My people's word for a stunning battle between a strangely garbed man and an alien space gorilla carrying a brain in a jar.
Been card from this
So,
weird dude.
where was
Got
it?
it.
Oh, yes. After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the people in this country are so intense.
So the tourist was useless, apart from the fact...
The tourists seemed like just another victim circling the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Okay. I think we're gonna go back to the science of it. But guys. We'll stop the sweet jazz for a second. I'm gonna call it here today. Let's get this ball rolling for something. And I shall see you all next time, where hopefully I can get this interrogation down a little bit more. Okay guys, see you later. Bye bye.